Bricks aren't usually something that have thoughts or feelings, because they are inanimate objects. Usually, they're made for a building. Then workers add cement onto them. And finally, they are put together with all the other bricks. Bricks usually last at least 25 years before crashing down, maybe onto some poor person who is just trying to get some milk, but they usually last longer. But bricks like me, no, we're different. Here's the thing, all bricks have emotions and feelings, but almost all are made to have none. The only emotion given to them is to be stubborn, because they want to stay sturdy for as long as possible. But a brick like me has more emotions. I like to express my thoughts more than other bricks, and the reason why was because of an accident. You see, I was dropped from the 5th floor and I hit my head hard onto the ground. I didn't break due to my stubbornness, but when my head made contact with the floor, it released all my different emotions. And that's how I got my different emotions. Ever since then, bricks have been treating me, kindly. It felt more like they thought I was stupid or something, but it never really bothered me until something happened. You see, when you get a crack on your brick body, you will usually feel embarrassed because you're supposed to be rock hard. But what will usually happen is other bricks will either comfort you or politely not look at it. No matter how big or how small, they always comfort you, or as I said, they politely not look at it. What happened on that day is that fate decided some kid should throw a rock straight into my face and crack it. But I didn't need to sweat about it, because, as I told you, bricks were going to be polite about it. Well, except they weren't. Almost all the bricks around me started to gasp and laugh, and some just didn't look. It was awful. And since that day, I understood that it was because of my differences. It's been about 40 years since then, and the building I was humiliated in has already collapsed. I was then put into a different building, and that day I kept quiet, not wanting to be known. When I was put in the new building, I kept quiet for about 20 minutes, until I realized that something peculiar was happening. I started to notice that some bricks were quietly singing, and some were moving slightly, as if they were dancing. I soon realized that almost all the bricks were doing their own thing, and that they were too embarrassed to do what they wanted to do in public. That night, even though I was still nervous and embarrassed about what had happened, brought up the courage to ask the person next to me if they would like to hear a story. And to my surprise, they said why not? So I started to tell them my story. And pretty soon I realized 5 bricks around me were listening, then 10, then 40, then 50, and almost all the bricks could hear me listening. At the end, I said to them, even though I am still embarrassed, I was still able to tell all of you my story, and I'm sure you would like to do that too.